What's up, Malibu RCers? Colton here. Got my dad with me as usual. Sorry about the background noise. It's currently storming where we're at, so we got the little heater on going over there. What's up, Pop? What you doing today?
What's up? Just hanging out.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you made some more progress on the Wild Willies.
Yes, I did.
So that's what we're doing today, guys. We're doing the Wild Willies. We're going to be finishing up and hopefully test running it tonight. Also,
If storm allows.
yeah, if the storm lets up a little bit. Also, I did see something new that you got there.
Yeah.
What the heck did you just buy, Pop?
X-Max.
You, buddy. The rock and roll edition. I like it. So how'd you get this one?
I don't know. Why not?
Just gonna send it. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna take you along the journey. We're gonna get the Wild Willies all finished up. It looks like my dad got everything all put together, transmission and motor wise and axles. So that's pretty cool. What'd you say that I had left?
Probably the frame. Probably about 2 hours.
2 hours left.
Yeah.
I think that's a challenge. I think I can beat that.
Yeah. About 2.
About 2? All right. Well, all right, guys. One thing you want to keep in hand on these kit builds is a highlighter. It's a great way to keep track on these builds. You can't get lost in them, especially because sometimes with the Tamiya builds, I don't know if you can see that, but there's Chinese and stuff like that, or Japanese, and different languages, so it's very easy to get lost in it. Very easy to get lost in it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just start cranking away. Right now we're working on the shocks and getting them put on the Wild Willies. Alright guys, so there you have it, first shock put together. There's no oil in them, so you don't have to do that. All that holds this together really is this screw here for the top. You put a little rubber piece that they include with the kit. You trim that down. It also has a little trimming ruler right there for you to tell you how long you need to go. I gotta do this about 3 more times, maybe 4 more, because there's some extra springs here that I'm not quite sure what are there yet, but we'll just keep on trucking. So a lot of the times these Tamiya kits come with double-sided stick tape. Plug in your, or to hook up your Tamiya ECU. It's pretty great for that. We also got body pins. The only thing it really doesn't come with is the radio and receiver, which we got the Tactic Pure Reliable 2.4. First time ever using this controller, but it's the TTX 300. It's a 3-channel, so that's plenty what we need. Most cars run a 3-channel. Some of them have a little extras just in case of accessories like lights or something like that. Traxxas does that a lot, but just your standard is a 3-channel. So you got your first channel, which is usually steering, and then your second channel is your throttle input, and then the third is usually something to toggle on and off on the radio. Maybe I can hook up a light. I think I got a light kit somewhere around here that I could probably hook up to show you guys how that third channel works. But right now I'm just getting all the tape measured up and put this bad boy on. Alright guys, well, I just put in the receiver to the car. Now I'm going to go ahead and hook up the steering servo. Hook up the steering servo and the speed controller into 1 and 2, test it, make sure everything's working, make sure I have throttle response, make sure all my gears are meshed properly, I have proper steering and all that, and to make sure I don't have these backwards. A lot of the time some of these have it labeled as in what one's positive and what one's negative, but for instance this one doesn't have it that way. I don't know if you can see that, but this one doesn't have it marked as positive or negative on these servos and stuff. So on this end, the little tab right here will line up with a little groove right there. So that's a good indication of what way it's supposed to go and if you hooked it up properly.
Yep, it's me. So, since Colton's doing the finish on the build, what I've been going around is I made labels for all our controllers that tells what controller goes to the truck. So it's also a good idea because when you start getting so many of them, especially we have a lot of Traxxas, all the controls start looking the same. So when you do go out to run them, you do want to make sure you do grab the right one. So all our labels are on our controllers that says the name of the trucks or car or boat, helicopter, whatever.
Another proper thing to do is when you are storing your cars and you don't plan on playing with them for a while, is just take the batteries out of your controller Usually most electric cars just run on the battery that you put in yourself, so that's fine. But if it's stored a long time, take out the batteries in your controller. That way it avoids corrosion. You don't wear out your little springs in there, because that is a pain in the butt to change. Or you're just going to end up spending another $57 or anywhere from $30 to $57 to even more to replace your controller because you accidentally left your batteries in and you haven't played with it in a long time. So just a fun little tip right there. Right now I'm going to check steering. Sure enough, I did it wrong. So I'll bring you guys in closer here on what I did. So, channel 2 right here. Hang on. Channel 2 right here is for the throttle. I accidentally hooked up my steering to it, so when I pull the trigger, it turns right. When I push up, it turns left. So that is wrong. Also, it's not supposed to do that.
And we did that just for you guys. It's what not to do.
Yeah, I didn't do it on purpose. That is what not to do. So that's just an easy fix. All you gotta do is switch your 2 and 1, and then you're back to normal. Another thing these cars came with for your wheels, some of your actual parts, is they weren't ball bearings. They were a bushing style bearing. So what it is this little guy here, little piece of plastic, and they call it a plastic bearing in the kit, but really it's just a bushing. And a lot of these wore out and broke and got brittle. So as the cars became newer, you guys started upgrading. And that's what I've done in the lunchbox. I have full bearing kit in there. I don't know if you could, yeah, that little blue, that's a full bearing kit. And I got those through Traxxas. Fast Eddie Bearings has them. I believe Fast Eddie Bearings gives you all of them to replace in the car. As far as Traxxas goes, I had to find the correct size and diameter.
And bam! Look at that.
Boom! Sweet. Right on. So, it's easy to go to your local hobby shop, take your little plastic bearing with you, and just size that bad boy up. For the Traxxas ones, it's a 5116 part number. That is your classic seal ball bearing.
Or you can always hit up A Main Hobbies online. They are a great online company if you're up.